when I saw that the iPhone and the iPad were really taking off, I started to think of some ideas maybe that I haven't quite seen yet. I had this idea of what if you could just take your finger and control your character in real time and just smash through tons of enemies and just watch them blow up into tons of different pieces. But I think one of the reasons why you didn't see really any games do that is because to accomplish that you literally have to cover your main character with your finger. Then I thought, well, what if the main character is invincible and then you're actually trying to protect tons of your allies that are chained to you? And that's really how the whole idea behind Sticky Bees was born.
Whenever I was initially told about the idea of Sticky Bees, the idea in and of itself didn't really strike me as, oh, that'd be awesome. But, you know, like, I was like, okay, that could be fun. And then, you know, the very first time our coder had it coded and we had some junk art on it, I was like, wow, this is really something. This could be something awesome.
First off was, how am I going to do it? I've never done anything with a UI before, coding-wise, so that was something really new.
When I first saw the design for Sticky Bees, really liked it. The whole kind of move around on the screen, kind of snakish. At one time we said kind of reminded us of Geometry Wars a little bit. Kind of the whole kind of get away from everything and smash through it. It seemed very simple, but very fun.
One of my favorite moments early on in this whole process was our resident genius, Michael, figuring out how to do the core gameplay, because all of the Sticky Bees have to follow the perfect path and footsteps of what the King Bee just did. And one of the easier things to do was to do this whole physics thing where, as fast as you go, all the chain of the Sticky Bees just kind of wave around, depending on, how physically fast you swipe your finger, but that wouldn't really work for the game. And so we tried to get Michael to do this, perfect pathfinding thing, and he said it couldn't be done, And one of my favorite moments was when he just showed up one day and he figured it out and he showed me, Sticky Bees following in perfect path behind the King Bee.
And the gameplay was actually starting to kind of form, and we had gotten to the point where the bees were following in a line. There weren't any enemies involved yet, but the bees were all kind of following King Bee. And I was playing it, and one of the other guys was playing it, and we're just like, this is relaxing, because you just have all the Sticky Bees following the King Bee, and it was just kind of a fun moment. Whereas even if the whole game wasn't there and this is all it was, just picking up Sticky Bees, and it was fun. And that was just the fact that one of the elements was fun was kind of a indication that it was something.
One of my favorite parts from the early part of the development really was when Michael got the whole follow down, and it just was super slick, and just him saying, no, it can't be done, can't be done, we can't do that, nope, not at all, I can't do it. And 3 days later he's like, got it done.
When I finally got the pathfinding of the Sticky Bees to work,
nice.
I think I must have gone through a dozen variations on how to do it, and all of a sudden it was clear.
I think my favorite part from the last part of development was the beta, because that just kind of solidified it in my head that, wow, this is actually going to be something. There's people, not just the four of us, that are like, hey, this is kind of cool. It's people that are all ranges, non-gamers to gamers to kids to older people to, middle-aged working class. They're like, oh, yeah, I could spend some time just doing this. This is fun. It's pretty great.
One of my favorite moments in the latter half of development definitely would have to be when we were done. Just a sense of accomplishment, man. We all worked really hard from the concept period to getting the music and the sound effects to match the different enemies, and just looking back on everything we had done and all the time that had been spent on it, just hobby time, and all of a sudden it was the hobby time had created something that wasn't so hobby anymore. It's pretty awesome.
My favorite moment later on probably have to be when we finally submitted it. when I knew that I was done coding for a little while.
The greatest challenge is to get something that everybody likes to play, not just gamers, but my mom or my grandmother or my wife. It's kind of funny, the past couple games that I worked on, Emily was really proud of them, but Sticky Bees is really the first title that I've ever done that she's actually addicted to. It's really rewarding to see somebody else really enjoy something that you've worked so hard on.
My favorite part about Sticky Bees is it's just really cute and fun.
I really like the tension that you get whenever you're trying to like kill all the bugs, but then also trying to protect your Sticky Bee at the same time. It's really fun. I always hate escort missions in games. I always hate them. But you're never invincible. Like whenever you're doing the escorting, you're never invincible. You have to worry about yourself, and you have to worry about what you're escorting. I think the reason I don't hate this, I actually love it, is because like whenever you're doing the escort essentially of the Sticky Bees, you're invincible, and you're just killing everything and making sure they don't die. And it simplifies the escort mission to where I don't hate them anymore.
What I like about Sticky Bees is the ease. I mean, it's very easy to pick up. It's very fun. It can appeal to kind of my childish side. It can also appeal to my hardcore gamer side, where it's like, I gotta get the best. I gotta beat whoever's ahead of me. I think one of the funniest things was Palmer and I, throughout most of the testing of it, we were kind of, well, who's gonna have the better score? Oh, who's got the most Sticky Bees? Oh, who's got the biggest chain? Who's done this? Who's done that? And it was just fun.
Very early on, before we even started development, we decided that, giving to charities or other nonprofits or the less fortunate was going to be a core value. But more than that, it's this idea that the more significant this game could be, the more significant the chunks and chunks of money we could be giving away to something that's so much greater than a video game. And the idea that playing a video game could be more significant than just entertainment really resonated with the entire team.
In the simplest way of putting it, it's just the right thing to do. I don't need to have a lot of money to feel good about myself, and others do have the need for it. So why should I hoard it?
Charity water, cancer research.
If we're going to do something that becomes even slightly significant and brings anything in, we need to give back. And then I just look around and I don't see everybody living, the highest quality of life. Not everyone's drinking clean water. People are having a hard time getting groceries. And who am I to see that? See the pain, see the suffering, see all this crap going on, and to just look at it and say, oh, well, that sucks for them. And then I potentially have the power to do something about it. And I'd be a fool to not do something about it. My excitement level about Sticky Bees, I'm so excited about Sticky Bees. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's like, I'd say probably second, very close second to the fact that the McRib is back.
I am really excited for Sticky Bees to be out there. I think the last 7 months of just everything coming together, it's I'm nervous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I'm really nervous. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see, the whole grassroots, just the street team, having people share, just doing all of that and just everything with it.
I'm not even sure if it's really sunk in yet.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the week Sticky Bees releases, because it is rewarding to see people play your game and enjoy it.
Without making myself look like a complete idiot, I can't begin to show you how excited I am. And the fact that there's a camera on me, I'm going to try to maintain some composure. But yeah, I'm super excited.